welcome to this edition of the Proview Rundown. Still no high school sports, but sports are still in play with the NHL and everything else. As we always start the day, I am Josh Bear Trap Brown. In the box is our man Jason Southwest Pole. And Alden Balso Hardy Iwani on assignment. Alden, where are you at this week? Oh, man.
You know, it's this winter wonderland out here. It's freezing, but we're still going to get this show done. Let's get into it, guys.
Yeah, man, sending the cold weather here from Albuquerque. Where are you at? Near Las Vegas? That looks like northern New Mexico area.
New Mexico for sure.
Doing there. So, so during the COVID pandemic, the pit was empty for state championships, so we never got to do a rundown because we were closed down as well. So we're going to start off this one with going back in time to the 5A state championships. That was a heck of a game. What do you guys think about that one?
We kind of knew, everybody kind of had a feeling that Cruces was going to dominate. But on the girls' end, also, you had Hobbs and Volcano, I think, who, we're not really homers, but those Hobbs, I believe I remember, Hobbs had was it two sisters or something?
Yeah, and Hobbs was in the year before. They lost to Manny Otero's West Mesa Mustangs, so they were back trying to get redemption against Lisa Villarreal's Volcano Vista Hawks. That was a loaded team there last year for the girl Hawks there, the Lady Hawks.
I think for me, it's Coach Benjamin and the Las Cruces Bulldogs getting over the hump. 5 years of pretty much dominating, having the best regular season record pretty much every year, and that's domination in the regular season for Las Cruces. For Coach Benjamin and the Bulldogs to pull it off, it was great.
We'll just go.
Roll those beautiful clips, I guess.
Let's go ladies first all day.
Ladies first.
Don't. Extra pass to Talia.
What was going on?
Deep. Wrong about that. I apologize. Here's a swing out to Aragon for three. Yes. Rain. Aragon. Yes. Back to back. Aragon, does she want number 3? Straight away. She can't miss. And there it is. Bates, long 3. Long 3. Twining and dining. Brown's got a step. Window again and another finish. Run.
She's going to shoot.
Bates is going to stop for 3. Twining and dining. A big trip. To Bates. Wants a long 3-pointer. She's got driving. Bounce pass to Cherubiaitis. Offensive foul. That's a tough one.
They go to the inside. Look at this.
Bates for 3. That's her 4th. As Wisdom Anthony, the dish down low. It was blocked. Cherubiaitis. Yes. What a move. And what a. Swing it out all the way around for 3. And it's good. Anthony. She's going to go. Anthony all the way. Yes. Aragon, the floater, yes. Here comes Anthony all the way. The angle, she finishes.
We're just clearing out.
Anthony, 21.
State champion
with the Hobbs
High School.
Hobbs is going to be very enjoyable. If I'm correct, 18 district titles, is that correct?
18 in a row, dating back to his time at Roswell. Had some great teams there as well.
Swing out, nice handoff underneath. Brown, nice pass to Corbalon. Brown says, give me that. And Benjamin, blocked. Royals, and of course, TJ Sanchez has been brilliant. Pass underneath, Hicker, pull-up jumper, Corbalon, popped out, rebound to the putback. Highlight dunks from him, a kick out to the wing. Twining and dining. It's gonna go all the way off the rim, no. The putback though, Arroyo's. Brown, look at this, 2-step in the lane. And now out in the open court, it's Corbalon. He's gonna go all the way. Inside out game, Luna for 3.
Look, they just
And
throw it
Corbalon, alley-oop, put it down. Here's a 3-ball on the open. Benjamin's out on the wing, fires, Twining and dining. Where's a running a quick 3-on-2, all the way off the window, high, and there's a floater, yes. So Luna's a double.
Watch out.
Corbelon, alley-oop, and again all the way, and he's fouled, and he's going to the free throw line. It's for the Bulldogs. Corbelon racing all the way. Corbelon up and underneath. And pass into Navarez. He is having himself. Benjamin had it stripped away. And it's Sanchez. Can they complete the steal? Nope. Corbelon to Carr. His third flush. Benjamin has a step. Handoff. Carr. And it is showtime. The Argentinian, William Benjamin, and the Las Cruces Bulldogs are the boys' 5A state champions. Final score is 65-53, and Bulldog Nation is celebrating tonight.
2020 state champs, the Las Cruces Bulldogs.
Boy, what a bus ride back home it is when you have the blue trophy in the bus, Steve.
It's a nice, 3.5-hour ride to Las Cruces. Very enjoyable. Congratulate Capital, for getting this far and to show their
The number 1 seed, Las Cruces, closes it out in grand fashion. Bit of a redemption after last year. It's all forgotten now. I know William Benjamin in some interviews, he said they used that as a motivating tool.
well now.
Throw up those LCs, baby.
Throw it up. Throw it up,
Throw
Benjamin.
up those LCs. I see you. I went to New Mexico State. Throw those LCs up out there. Good job. Good job to the dogs.
The dogs down there, and to Joe Carpenter getting his second in 3 years with the Hobbs Eagles. I mean, Hobbs is title town in Tasker Arena down there. The Hobbs Girls Eagles taking it down, and hopefully in this season, the 2020 season, we'll be back in January. They'll be going for number 2 in a row, 3 in the last 4 years.
Hobbs impressive. I mean, in beating Amaya Brown-led team Cibola a couple years ago. So, I mean, Hobbs, just keep winning, just stay winning, and we'll see what happens this year.
Jason, what are your thoughts on that one, man? I mean, just any basketball, anything. Okay, friend of William Benjamin. William Benjamin, friend of the program. He was on last week with Ed Nunez on the sports desk. Gave a little shout out to the crew here. Speaking of the shows, Sports Desk alike, coming along Proview Networks. Alden, let's go to your Winter Oasis, and why don't you tell us what we have coming along?
Yeah, so coming up, we got the Sports Desk coming up at 11:30 tomorrow, when this airs, it'll be after, but we have Los Lunas head football coach with Ed Nunez at 11:30. And also the Steve Davis show tomorrow morning. Speaking of basketball champions, Joe Coleman, just fresh off retirement. Congratulations, Joe. Can't wait to see you on the show. And then us here with the rundown, obviously. And Mick Rich.
One of the news shows here. One of the news shows.
New shows we have. Airs at 6 a.m. that early morning Friday. And then also Local Focus. Who is our guest this
Sebastian is back. Last week it was Sydney McIntosh, the volleyball great from La Cueva. This week it's going to be Cibola's quarterback, Aiden Chavez, tonight. 10 o'clock tonight on Proview Networks.
That's Jeremy Maupin. That's going to be on with us, with Ed on the sports desk. And then also, too, our new show, which you guys might have seen on the airwaves earlier, that's not listed there, is the Game Face with Henry T. That aired just a little while ago on our wavelengths. But we also have him coming back as a regular on Mondays and Wednesdays, 11 and 11:30.
Woohoo! Henry T. back on the airwaves.
And wrap it up, we have good old America Talk It Up with Ed Nunez and our own Marty Watts. That will be coming on Thursdays at 1 o'clock. And we'll see what Marty and Ed bring to the table here as on another new show on the network.
It's got to be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Ed and Marty.
And
Marty Watts with the mic.
And then also, too, keep an eye out. We are going to be replaying the 4A basketball state tournament from 2016, and we're doing 4A boys and girls winners, semifinals, and championships all throughout this week.
Ooh, so a little bit of Proview classics there, throwing it back.
And yeah, that's pretty much as far as it goes for our schedule here this week.
You know what? There's only one way you can end that. And you know what's next?
What's next?
Alden, also Harvard University. So the World Series is going on, folks. Dodgers end up taking that 3-2 lead over the Tampa Bay Rays. So being baseball inspired this week, we're going to go with my top moments from the World Series.
Well, the first one isn't playing, so we'll go to the second one.
All right. What the curse?
Ooh.
The curse that continued. You know, the Mets were playing the Red Sox back in '86. A simple ground ball to pretty much put the game on ice. And what happens? It goes through this guy's legs. I forget
Bill
his name.
Buckner.
Yeah, Bill Buckner.
Bill
Good old
Buckner
Bill
through
Buckner.
his legs.
Through his legs to end or to keep the curse going. The Mets. This is Game 6, and the Mets go on in Game 7 to clinch the World Series.
Man, I never knew it went through his legs. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, on first base, right
No
between
wonder-
First
them.
base
No
line.
wonder why it's a curse.
Was the curse. I mean, people were giving him like death threats and never forgave him until they finally won. Like, I still think he holds resentment. If you watch a couple of the old ESPN things,
Oh, yeah.
Bill Buckner still holds resentment for that. It's like, hey, man, it happens.
Hey, people, you know, he goes anywhere in Boston for that 20 years, he's getting reminded every single time.
Now it's,
Yeah.
hey, Bill, remember that time? It's okay, we won a couple.
So,
It's okay,
yeah,
we
so
won a
Red
couple.
Sox.
Well, next one we got. Come on. Oh,
We got Joe Carter, baby.
Joe Carter versus the
Yeah,
Braves.
versus the Braves. Sorry, Sebastian, but
This was-
you know, one of the greatest World Series calls of all time. I mean, walk off to win it. How can you not have that in the top 10 or top 5? And good old Joe Carter knocking it over the fence to get Toronto and Canada. I think it's only World Series if I'm
believe
if
so,
I'm
yeah.
correct. So yeah, Joe Carter.
jeez. Knock a walk off.
You might just go in there and just pick the files off. They're just the baseball files and elements.
Still getting the rust out here. It's been months. Our equipment hasn't been used.
They're literally
There we go.
my man Luis Gonzalez and the Empire goes down, baby. You know what? Mariano Rivera, the best closer of all time. You think he's gonna save the day? But here comes Luis Gonzalez to the plate and hitting that little chipper over one Derek Jeter.
Cheetah.
Some would consider him a very good player, you know.
No, he was
And,
all right.
You know, I mean, just all-star, Yankee Walk of Fame, all that stuff. But Gonzo and the Kurt Schilling and Randy Johnson led Diamondbacks take it to the Empire, who had won. That was their 4th World Series in a row.
Yeah,
I'm
they've
pretty
beaten the
sure.
Braves up pretty good, but the expansion teams are the Yankees' kryptonite in
Yeah.
World Series. You look at the Marlins, you look at the Diamondbacks, they cannot beat expansion teams in the World Series.
All that money, maybe it goes to their heads. Who knows?
Who knows?
It
But
definitely does.
one of the greatest games of all time. I remember I watched this one live, and it was a great game. It was a great series. I mean,
Definitely was.
you got Clemens, you got all kinds of star power, and you know what? We had the Red Sox on, you know what? Let's give the Cubbies a shout out too while we're at it. You know what? The Cubbies finally winning the World Series after the curse of the Billy Goat and Moises Alou and all that stuff.
Bartman.
Yeah, Bartman. And the Chicago Cubbies finally get that World Series ring a couple years ago. Two years ago,
Was it two?
Sure.
Might have
2
been
or 3
two.
years ago.
Yep.
But the notorious lovable losers.
Didn't they beat
finally
the
win.
Astros in that one? Was it? I guess the
think so.
Astros weren't beating on the drum on that one, huh?
Yeah, right. And to top it off,
The Bambino
the
curse.
Bambino curse. The you know, like all the Sultan, the SWAT, you know, all of those. Just
Who's your daddy?
Yeah.
Everything. Pedro and the boys came back. This was probably the greatest thing, even if you're not a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, and I mean, just what it took for them to get there, down 3-0 to the Yankees, winning 4 games in a row to make
4 games
it
in a row
to
there,
the series.
and then they swept the Rockies.
Yeah,
So 8 straight games to do that.
yeah. So you know, kudos to the Red Sox, Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz and Johnny Damon and the boys.
But weren't they the knuckleheads that time?
Yeah, and they ended up taking down the Empire.
It's always good to see
making
the
it
Yankees
the World
lose.
Series, so you know, it's always nice to get curses broken. I guess
Exactly.
that's the theme for today. Getting a curse broke, you're gonna make the top 5 World Series moments for me.
You break a curse.
Breaking
You'll make
curses.
the top 5. But I guess, don't we have another top 5?
Not really a top 5. I mean, more of a conspiracy theory as to how this the Game 6 and Game 7 are going to play out to the major leagues, and how the NFL championship is going to play out because of this conspiracy.
Josh Brown's Lock of the Week.
Now, see, this is going to be more than just the lock of the week. Here we go. This is conspiracy theory here. NHL, the first major sporting events to go to the championships. We have who? The Tampa Bay Lightning, winning that one. Next, we go to the NBA. Who wins this championship? Might have been a guy. There we go. Who? The Los Angeles Lakers. Now we are into the World Series, as Alden just gave a great top 5. But, we have who? The Tampa Bay Rays against the who? Los Angeles Dodgers. So with conspiracy theory going, who's winning this one? The Tampa Bay Rays. All right. So keeping this conspiracy theory going, who is going to be in the Super Bowl this year? And it has to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, representing your NFC. And, of course, there are 2 teams in LA, but you cannot have the Bucs versus the Rams. So you have to have the Bucs versus the Chargers. And who is going to win this just based on conspiracy theory? You know, we went Tampa. LA, Tampa's going to win the major leagues. There you go, baby. The Los Angeles Superchargers. I mean, it has to happen. 2020 is a weird year. We're going, it goes with the plan. It goes with it. Conspiracy theories are in. This is the sports conspiracy theory.
That's deep.
Hey,
You went all the way back.
Tampa, you look, Tampa, LA. I'm going Tampa on this one with the Rays. There you go. Super Bowl has to be a Tampa and an LA. It has to be.
That's deep.
And I mean the Chargers are just going to win it. Tom Brady already came back. They beat the Chargers. The Chargers know what he has to offer. So there you have it. Go to Vegas, take it to Vegas, put it all in the Chargers.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just some information about this. Josh is a Superchargers fan, but it is well thought out. It does make sense. I give you that.
You know,
The
mouse got on the wheel. I was watching NFL yesterday. The mouse hopped on the wheel, you know. Then I was thinking, Tampa is either title town or LA is title town this year. Tampa has 2, you know. They're going to get 2.
It's very
I mean, that might throw it off if the Dodgers win, then, you know, the Chargers are still going to win it.
How about Jacksonville coming out the AFC instead?
No, I mean the Chargers took care of Jacksonville, but it has to be an LA team. I mean, there's only one AFC team in California now. The Raiders moved to Vegas, then you have the Rams, and you have the Niners. It's science, and you really can't mess with science. I punched this through the numbers, put it in the supercomputer. I don't know about you guys. I mean, science, and you don't mess with science, folks.
It's a very complex algorithm. We can't get into it right now.
Numbers were, I mean, you should see my chalkboard at home. I was working on this all weekend. No room left, but it's going to happen.
Well, you know what we do have room for? Some commercials.
We got some room for commercials.
We got some room. We'll be back, y'all.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there, with car insurance for when things go wrong, but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Marty Size or Michelle Rudolph in Albuquerque today.
We're back here to the rundown. Woo! I mean, we're still getting in the way of things. I mean, it's been, what, we took a 7-month break, have 1 show under our belt. Usually we're running through it. We have a bunch of games, but one thing we do have, highlights from last year's basketball tournament.
Ladies first, as usual.
We're going to go with the 4A here. Marty Zeller.
Ability of
Guest for 3 at the top, yes. Mannheimer puts up a 3 ball. Yes, nothing. Yazzie will drive all the way through. Yes, the layup's good for you. Out to Hohola for a long 3. Yes, nothing. Guest working. She's fouled. They're going to count the buck. On the bounce, they try to get it back inside. Mannheimer spins free for the layup. Mannheimer on the dribble and kick. Out for a long 3 ball. Yes. Nothing but nylon for shit. That was a tough one, but it caromed out. Hohola from way back there. Wow! Trying to get it ahead to Hohola to beat the Hornet. It'll count if it goes, and it goes. Now look at that. Just as I say that, that one spins over the rim. Ross working, left-hand layup. Ross going all the way, this time with her right hand.
If you think about it, Los Lunas has not.
Look at that feed, Hohola to Candelaria.
That they have is they got to hit this shot.
Yazzie for 3, and she nails it. Ross was just able to break the count. There she is again with the left hand. The finish. On the drive. Off the window, yeah.
And Guess going to take it coast to coast and makes it.
The layup is good. Another.
Or in the first quarter.
Yazzie's 3 is good.
Guess going to go all the way. Layup.
Candelaria underneath. Shim.
Got to get the shot up.
She'll leave it for Patterson. Yes. Your pose coming up from Coach Zeller. It's one that we're very fond of. as his girls lift the trophy. Repeat, and the Zeller dynasty lives on. 5 titles now for Coach Zeller and his Los Lunas Lady Tigers. What an amazing, and we're underway in the 4A champion.
Will not shoot the ball from the outside, just.
Murillo with 3-on-2 here, and Oyeku's going to go all the way to the 10. Here's Baker driving inside, and he takes it in. One more coming for the big man. Offensive rebound, and the Baker. Baker driving. Baker has answered the call. Floater off the window, too strong. Murillo's there.
Valley, the time they played at Highland.
On the drive and table for Valley.
Look,
on the drive, Oyeku. Oyeku driving again. Oyeku switching hands again, and another play. He lost it for a moment. Swings it over for Casals. Rise and fire! And how methodical and machine-like their offense is. Voss rise and Voss goes behind the back, still going. Another floater, and this time he's able to get it. Baker kicks it out. Casals for 3.
I think.
Win in transition. Baker driving, still Baker off the window. Yes! Carrion got his man in the air, up and under. Still working. Oh, it's going to count. High off the window. No, Murillo on the offensive glass. Voss again. This time he leaves it. Baker. Yes.
A step slower
Voss
than what Highland is.
Working again off the window. Coming up on a minute and a half. Tough angle. 3, no problem.
This game so much more interesting.
Win feeds his buddy Barraza underneath.
No quitting this Highland team.
Carrion on the drive, and he scores. Oh no, here's Voss to Baker. Transition. Leaves it for Carrion. Quick on the trick. Face towards the basket. Drives and scores. And another time, a third offensive board. Oyeku with the finish.
Unbelievable timeout it is.
Casals leaves it for Baker. He got his man in the air. Baker fit.
Look out.
He rifles it ahead again. Oh my goodness. Barraza spins. He gets it in shots later in the game here. Tough one off the window. Driving. This time he'll kick it. And it's an offensive foul. So after the pass, instead of go around the screen, he'll rise and fire. Barraza rise and fire. 3! Tommy driving. Tommy going all the way. The hoop on the back tap through Chavez. On the run out for win off the window.
Has not had many attempts. Look at this.
Inside. Oh, yeah. Voss driving kick. Chavez open 3 for DC. And Barraza. Barraza drives off the window. No! But a putback jam for Oyeku driving. Almost threw it away. Baker on the fadeaway. It's blocked by Murillo. We'll have a heave, and Oyeku with the board.
Here's a layup.
Rifles it ahead to Voss. Voss connects on the other side. Voss driving over Murillo. Guys get in trouble. Voss on the drive. Voss has it sent away.
Goodbye.
He's driving up again. Block.
Boom. And there you see it. The Valley Vikings taking it there, getting Joe Coleman his 2nd in a row, going out on top, retiring. And then before we saw that, Marty Zeller winning 3 in a row, and that classic Marty Zeller. Just laid back, one of the nicest guys you can meet.
He's nice. He knows what he's doing.
He does. I mean, 3 in a row.
I could picture Natalie going to UNM, though.
Natalie Hohola over there. I mean, she was good there. We had Marcus Voss and Shea over there from Valley.
Yeah.
I mean, just tearing it up there.
And Baker, too, putting in some big post points. I actually directed this game, and it was, the Valley versus Highland, and it was very hard at the end of the game because both of these schools, they left it all on the floor. It was probably the best game I saw all tournament, and we couldn't help up top to give a standing O for Highland for their 2nd place finish. Still big time to get Highland back in the tournament and competing. And hats off to Valley, 2 in a row. I mean, it was, but that was the best. I think the best.
4A were really good games there. I mean, great tournament. No one got to be there to watch it live, but I mean, we were very proud to do it, get it out there. I mean, great times. And Sebastian, they aren't empty. There's stuff on these papers.
Ooh, shout out. Well, we got 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. I'm going to play some audio and we can freestyle out.
Yeah, freestyle out with the new intro music here. We're like a carnival ride.